Davey, 0-0 against Dunfermline here. Give us just your thoughts.
I thought hard to be overcritical of the players, in all honesty. I thought it was frustration, wee bit of disappointment obviously, but I think you've got to look through that, and I think for large majority of the game we tried to do the right things. We built the game, we got into wide areas. I think the opponent's box got to be a wee bit better. First started the game flying, and then the ref called the first half. Second part of the first half, stop, and it just called the flow and the momentum of the game.
So many niggly kind of fouls, it just...
But some of them were not even fouls, and then I think Witherspoon had hit 5 fouls before he'd even thought about booking them. Yeah. But he kept calling the momentum. The game, you could call that clever from Dunfermline's point of view. And I don't mind that, but the ref's got to get control of the game a wee bit better. So I thought we lost a wee bit of the flow in the second half, the first half, second part of the first half. But I thought the boys applied themselves fairly well. Try to keep the ball, try to do the right things, good energy, good application, good use of the ball. Second half, I felt, again, tried to do the right things, got it into the final third. Just think when we got into the final third, we just lacked that wee bit of composure, lacked that wee bit of quality, lacked a wee bit of cutting edge. But I don't always think you can blame that on the players. I think you've sometimes got to give the opponent credit at times. So I think it was one of the games. Performance for the large majority was there. They had a chance with Witherspoon in the second half, but comes to us no pressing. Well, probably 80% of the team pressing, and then 20% is not on that cult, isn't it? Leads to a chance in our box. But other than that, I don't think it caused as many problems. There must have been about, 16 entries into our box for set plays, corners, free kicks, just free kick after free kick. But that was more down to the referee, I think, than good play for Dunfermline.
There was kind of one main chance apiece, let's say Witherspoon's one that you've talked about, and then Yengi right at the end maybe should have hit the target.
I think the big man's got to hit the target, but I think the last 20 minutes of the game it only looked like one team that were going to try and win the game. They just kind of dropped in. I thought they tried to build the game in their own half, done alright in their own half so to speak, but we were quite good in the press. But I felt defensive third, mid third, we were probably dominated. We dominated the ball, managed the game. We gave a couple of chances away, but we managed the game. Probably first 20-25 got to look after the ball a wee bit better in terms of counters. There was a couple of counters from their set plays. Got to look after the ball a wee bit better. But boys in there disappointed with their heads in, but I've seen them. I think they've got to get their heads up. There's a lot of times this season we've probably nicked it and probably played worse. Yeah. Now, if you're not going to win the game, don't get beat. And that's what we found ourselves today. So, Jerome comes up with a save off of Witherspoon. It's a bog standard save. It's probably more to do with the finish than the save. Tetty should be hitting target from there. But nah, I think there was a lot to like in the game. I do honestly. I think there's a lot to like in the game, bar 18-yard box for the opponent. I think we've got to, probably that's where we've let ourselves down a wee bit today, but I will caveat that with, I thought Dunfermline defended the 18-yard box fairly well today.
Was another clean sheet as well, which is our 11th in the league, so we've got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, no, I think, I knew we were sitting at 11 now, so I think if you're not going to win the game, don't get beat, and that's where we found ourselves, and if you're not going to get beat, make sure it's a clean sheet. So again, we found ourselves, I thought the back four were really good. Back forward really good, limited them to very, very little. Robbie got tired on the left a wee bit near the end, but we'd made our subs at that point. You're sitting at 0-0 and probably Shins and Clarkey and that are a wee bit frustrated or not getting on the park, but you're trying to change the top end of the game.
To try and win it.
To try and win the game. I thought Meshach done okay when we went on. Smithy done okay, but Smithy's probably much better on the right. But your problem is you've got 3 left footers out of 4 wingers. Meshach's better on the right. Smithy's better on the right. So somebody's got to take a hit when you're changing it there. I generally think, listen, there's 12 games to go right in the Premier League Championship. There's 36 points at stake. It's not going to be won or lost today. Disappointing we never clawed points back on them, but there's different ways to get into the Premier League. You go through automatic promotion or go through the playoffs. So we're thereabouts. They've both to come here, Falkirk and Ayr. I think it's probably safe to say now at this stage in the season there's probably 3 teams 3 teams fighting 1, 2 and 3. Yep. The fourth one's probably a wee bit up for debate now, whether it's going to be a Raith, a Partick, a Queen's Park, a Morton. That's probably a wee bit up for debate now, but I think there's the 3 is there. So match the results today, a wee bit disappointing with they 2 playing each other, but we've got to go to United on Saturday, and the 2 of them have still got to come here. So now I'm fairly comfortable where we are as a group.
Has been a busy schedule, to be fair, as well, hasn't it? It's been a lot of games and things like that, and not managed to get a lot of kind of standard routine for training and whatnot.
That's been difficult. You're coming in, you don't even know what day it is really.
Does that come from success as well, though, in terms of cup competitions?
And it's going to come from success again. So obviously the Raith game's cancelled, the Falkirk game's cancelled, but that's due to our success in cup games. So I think we've got a competitive squad. I've said that. I think we've got we've got a really good squad, really good group of players, but we're going to have to play a midweek game because of the Trust Trophy. Yep. We're going to have to play a midweek game because of the Scottish Cup quarter final. Hopefully we can get through in that one, but for me that's where we want to be. Yep. Could it be detrimental? Maybe, who knows, but we can only deal with the next game in front of us. So I think that's us this week coming, and see the weeks we've been in a normal week, we've generally had a reserve game, so it's been quite difficult juggling it at times. So I think this is our next normal week. Next week then we're into our kind of 4-5 week schedule with midweek games. You've got Morton midweek. I think most teams play midweek that week. Then we're into a game that's going to the Raith Rovers game's going to get scheduled into a midweek, and then you've got St Johnstone on a Monday, and you've got Partick Thistle on a Friday. So the training week over the next 4-5 weeks is going to kind of be a wee bit all over the place, but it's part of success, isn't it? It's part of success, and it's would you rather Saturday and no be in a cup final, no be in a quarter final, or deal with the schedule? For me, deal with the schedule.
Absolutely. Does lead us on to heading west kind of next week, because you said there's that kind of top 3 fighting for 1 or 2 positions. It's going to be a tricky tie as we go and visit Scott Brown's here United.
Difficult, I think. Again, you're looking at Ayr and Falkirk. I think they're probably 2 of the toughest away games in the schedule in the season. So it's going to be a difficult game. They came here, nicked it. We went there, nicked it. To be honest, there wasn't much between the 2 teams. They probably should have took something for the game there. We should have took something for the game here. So much of muchness against Falkirk. I think that's us picked 7 points up. So we're kind of winning that battle, so to speak. So we need to try and go to United. We need to try and pick the 3 points up. And see where it takes us. But as I say, there's 12 games, 36 points, pardon me. There's a lot to play for.
No worries, that'll do us.